the world's largest poker site, PokerStars.com.
We're heads up in event number 9 of the WCOOP 2010, a $1,050 buy-in event that attracted a really top-class field and left us with these two players. 7B and Joiso have had a ding-dong heads-up battle already, with 7B chipping back up, taking the chip lead briefly. Joiso would regain that in the intervening hands. We'll pick things up again in hand 148, still playing the same funky 22.5, 45k blind level. And Joiso, Alexander Kostritsin with pocket 8s. And it's an interesting battle, isn't it? It's one that could go on for some time. Both players well over the 100 big blind mark at the moment. And 7B will attack the flop again. Another check raise on a, good board to attack, really. Paired board. Flat call from Joiso. Now, after check raising and getting called, will 7B slow down? No, he won't. He puts in a small bet, which basically says, I'm milking you for chips. Although I would have thought with 8s on this board against a player who's raising this much, I can't imagine Joiso's going anywhere right now. He does flat call. It's going to be an interesting river, especially if 7B doesn't improve, which he doesn't. Well, can he fire again? We can see it's the only way you can win this pot. He does fire again. The flush draw has arrived. And Joiso folds. So 7B once again gets Joiso to lay down the best hand. Good aggressive stuff from 7B. You wonder if at some point he'll get picked off, though. Obviously, we know Kostritsin is a great player. And he will adjust, no question about it. Ace-King for 7B in this hand is overtaken on the flop. 10-6 is hot at this final table. If you get 10-6, do play it. He fires the pair of 10s, gets called by the Ace-King. Three of hearts is obviously a blank. I was kidding about the 10-6, by the way. Please don't play it and then lose money and then write to me. I can't bear it. Joiso bets again. I think 7B will probably think he can call again. He's got overcards to hit. He can obviously catch a queen. And a lot of the time he's going to be in front here. Three double pairs the board, and Joiso checks the river. 7B will check behind, and pot over to Joiso. Gives him back the chip lead. Toing and throwing, but very even stuff. Hope you're enjoying this heads-up action between two really strong players. Battling for not only the WCOOP title, but a big difference in prize money. There's about, rough maths, $73,000 between first and second here. See, now 10-5, completely different to 10-6. Nowhere near the same level of strength. Flops badly, 10-5. King high flop. Joiso will bet it. And 7B again will attack on the flop. He really is raising a lot of these flops. Now, sooner or later, Alexander Kostritsin is not going to stand for this kind of monkey business. Is this the hand where he fights back? You're just not going to run over a player like him. And that's exactly what happened. He decides this is where we draw a line in the sand with this raising the flop and me folding malarkey. Puts in the 3-bet. And 7BE. Well, if he's going to continue, he's going to have to get really creative. That's exactly what he does. Adjusting and readjusting. Joiso with the snap fold. That's a superstar play from 7B. Knows that he's raised Joiso on several flops. Knows that Joiso is going to adjust. And he readjusts. Queen high with a 4-bet bluff on the flop. You've got to love it. Good enough to give 7B the chip lead. Wouldn't be fun to be playing against either of these, would it? I mean, we'd all like to be in the heads up for a bracelet, but we would be taken to school and spanked. In an educational sense, I mean. In a competitive sense. I should stop with this before the authorities take an interest. Joiso with top pair. Gut shot for 7B. And king high, of course. Well, ace high with a king kicker, if you like. 7B will fire. Already a big pot. And Joiso with a pair of aces. Now, they've been so aggressive, different ways that he could play this. He does flat call. That is obviously the standard move in that spot, I think. The other alternative was to make a small raise and see if he could induce something, but makes a flat call and turns 2 pair. So he'll have already thought he was a long way ahead. He'll now think he's miles and miles in front. 1.2 million in the middle. And he'll bet about half the pot. 7B will quickly flat call. Obviously thinks he has a ton of outs. Also thinks that his king may be good right now. Now, we can see that gives him a full house. 7B might think that that's a good card for him, because if Joiso was betting with air or betting a draw, that doesn't help. But no, he's not induced to put more money in the pot. Joiso bets his full house, but doesn't get him anywhere. He does have the chip.